Why, hello! I have a new form I have acquired. I'm really excited about it. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. Okay, let's get started. Someone's online. It's Joey. No one's ever online. Wow. It do be crazy. I gotta figure out where I want to put it because no, I need a bounce scroll. Wee. Okay, it's over here. I want to get a running start. No, no, okay. Meow. There we go. He's north. Where's this front door? There it is. Where'd he go? I lost him. Let's see. 3K. I'm at a Skystone. Yeah. Is there a way I can add a seat to it? I don't think so. Because it's gonna get stuck if I add a seat to it. Maybe right here I could add a seat, but I'll add a seat later. I'm just afraid it'll possibly get stuck. Still working? Yeah. Oh yeah, I might as well get these going. Like they do so much power. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do like any of this without them. It's like I think Sky's down. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Get some redstone. I get a lot of redstone. Why are there so many mobs? Gotta turn it on first. I guess I can put this in there. No, I gotta turn it on first. I don't have any good. Ah! Damn it. Oh, it says no parking on the dance floor. That says no barking. It's like, wow. I should probably upgrade the edges so that they reach these two and these. And then I think it should hit this as well. Man, I wish I had a torch. Oh well. Okay, the main goal was coming to get the one stuff. I need to edit it. I need to change it like the other one, but to make the smelter a little better. Oh yeah, the things here. The half a stack. I think it fully fills this. This is at max power, right? Yeah, this is at max power. And it still goes so slow. These must have like obsidian level braking potential. Other one's breaking a not even a second. It's like ba 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 ba. This one doesn't matter as much because, I mean, they might spawn here, but it's kind of unlikely. I guess it is better than doing it by hand. But still, it's like, so slow. And I'm wondering, am I getting diminishing returns from the redstone? Like, if I had redstone pumping in this, like, would it just have diminishing returns where, like, once it's full, it either replaces its own blocks, or, like, do I get diminishing returns from my redstone? Or do I not get diminishing returns from my redstone? Because if I don't get diminishing returns with, like, if it has, like, a counter, and, like, it spawns, whenever it gets that block, it ticks up the timer. And not timer, it takes up the block count and it replaces that many blocks and it doesn't replace its own blocks, then it's not diminishing returns with the redstone because it will always keep generating after that. Or if it's a time frame thing, then it's not worth putting in a bunch of redstone in at once. Because then, once it's fully generated, it's not going to generate any more. I might just need to set up a timer that pumps in like like a little bit of redstone. Okay, I gotta put a stack in. Which I guess that's kind of delaying it. Like, it's not giving it the full stack. But it's still placing it really fast where, like, it gets into, like, a full block. I'm afraid it's gonna get to the point where it's full. I mean, but this is spinning and destroying blocks, so technically it will have places to generate. But again, it's like... Mm, I mean, maybe I can just put a bunch of redstone in there and it won't hurt anything because it's spinning and it will be generating. But I don't want to have diminishing returns. But then again, I won't know if I have diminishing returns if I don't know, do a lot of testing. Okay, there's a lot of redstone in it. I mean, I can't just look at it. I could, if it was a different machine. Well, and that's full of redstone. Maybe it's only placing it when it needs it. I mean, if it is, then that's perfect. And then this is fully automated, and I don't have to worry about it. And it's always breaking the max amount of blocks it can break whenever it's spinning. I mean, I would love for this to be fully, like, I could just leave this go, I could put a lot of redstone in it and just not worry about it. But I'm afraid I can't do that. I mean, we'll come back and we'll see. But What happened to this? Why is it not making it? Oh yeah, this filled up. I forgot this drawer filled up. I thought it was like something's wrong with the machine now. But yeah, we have 248 electron tubes. I still find it funny when I think this got reversed. And this went through here. And it went and got thrown over here. Why not? Oh no, I can't take my hat off. Oh no. It's right here. That's weird. Right here? Oh, right here. And then if I go that way, does that mean... No, I can go over here. Does that mean... No. Right here. Interesting. No, mate? No? No? Wait, what? Ah. Interesting, interesting. Yep. Rubber. My nemesis. Hmm. I gotta think where I want the rubber. I don't know. This makes me realize I knew nothing about Create whenever I was playing What Hunters. Yeah, I knew nothing about Create whenever I was playing Vault Hunters. Whereas now I know a little bit more. I'm not a genius or anything, but I definitely know a decent amount. I still hate how these trees grow with the things underneath. That's why I had to add this extra row on the end. This extra row is there because Why was this extra row here? I think I placed this extra row on accident, which actually came to help because it got rid of the leaves. And then this extra row I added on later. I just ate, but why am I hungry? Like, I'm still kind of hungry, even though I ate a big sandwich along with a decent amount of watermelon. And then I'm really sad because I made a drink, but like I don't know what I messed up. I don't know if the powder was old. I don't know what, but like it's just undrinkable. It leaves this weird tang in your mouth. Like at first it's like, oh, this isn't bad, but then it has this weird aftertaste that makes you want to throw up. And like I even did a test sip, like on my way back. I did a test sip. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I like it and it tastes good. So I took a sip. I was like, yeah, this isn't bad. Like, it's not bad at all. I get back. I realize it's not mixed all the way. There's a little powder at the bottom. So I mix it, and I mix it, and I mix it. I take a sip, immediately spit it out. Because at first it's like, oh, it's not bad. It's strawberry, peach. And then it hits you. And it's just like, it's this weird tang. It feels like I'm putting like, not sawdust. What would be like? I don't know how to describe it. It's like putting... It's very sour and tangy, and it burns a little bit. And it's just nasty. Like, I could not, like... I literally spit it back. I spit it back out in the cup, and I was like, I'm not drinking that. How's sand doing? It's still going up. Cobblestone, still going up. What gravel? I know gravel is my highest. Yeah, that's gonna hit 1 million soon. And what else can you do with gravel? I could make a passive washing, but I don't know. You can make concrete powder with it. It's mostly just concrete. Or like blast. That's it. I can't really do much. You can crush it for sand, which I'm already doing. That's interesting. I didn't know it was a 33% chance to get sand. But gravel is guaranteed, at least. I'm already doing that. I don't want to duplicate it. God, if anything, I don't want to turn it into other stuff. That turns it into slag, which is used to make concrete. Why not just use gravel, in my opinion? You can make dirt with it. You can posit. Oh, that's what turns into the rock wool. And that's how you make the satchel. But I feel like the backpacks are better. And then you can shape it into other things. Orange gravel. Sandy gravel. Pulverize it. And then that just turns it into the smell, what a smelting would do. So what I'm saying is it's not good. Gravel is not as much use as it normally has. Other than being turned into sand. Yeah. I mean, I could just wash it for extra iron. But then I have to make another drawer. It is passive. The other iron is not passive. And since I have a lot of it, I could wash a lot more at a time. I could wash literal stacks at a time. I feel so sluggish today. I feel like taking a nap. I'm getting up there 3K, and I only have 1.9K. This is... I mean, the only way to make it faster is by making even more fluid containers. Actually, I might just have to make another setup, to be honest. I mean, I'm still passively making electron tubes. It's just kind of slow because these are going in so fast and grinding so fast. And this grinds it so fast. It's like, whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's just mixed together with it. I forgot about that. And I definitely want it to be added mineral to it. And you can do mineral with everything. So there's no reason not to make a mineral thing. Which is true. Someone else. Which, to be honest, I could also move the mechanisms themselves. I could put... No, I can't, because that has to go into that other thing. Only reason I can do that is because I'm moving the other mechanisms over there. So, yes. And no. But also yes. But also no. But also yes. But also no. But also yes. No. No. Yes. No. I mean, I could put it in the center over here. Maybe I need to play something else. Maybe I need to play... maybe I need to take a little break from this mod pack. But what would I do? Look at it, it's exposed. I'm exposed. Ah. It's like, oh, here's a little bit of wood, and then it goes a big pound of wood. Little wood? Big wood. Little wood? Big wood. Little wood? Big wood. I mean, I could play around in creative and like show how my machines are made, I guess. Yeah. Oh, he's still online. That's fine. I guess I'll make a YouTube video since I'm bored. Why is it taking so long? I set this world to super flat, but of course they give me a pretty spawn. Like, what is this spawn? Okay, one. Get rid of those. But what is this spawn? Spawn right by like, are you kidding me? Village, rainbow, whatever. Of course, and it's like kind of like a not even that bad of a spawn. You got village, you got the rainbow beach. I wanted a flat area. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a flat area. Maybe I need to get myself a backpack. I want not restock, advanced pickup, and then I want This has 4 slots. What the heck, man? Why is it so small, though? Now I want to figure out, is Pockets when you just add bundles to it? That's what I want. Like if I... No, it's not. Then what the frick are Pockets? Oh. This can go to the trash. What do I want? Do I want gold case? I like gold case. What the frick? Okay. Maybe copper casing? Oh, I need to be in creative. Oh, I need more. Hold on. No, put that. No, I don't want that. I need more of these. Give me. Okay. Oh, hey, honey, how's it going? I didn't really want to make any machines that like I didn't want to make any new machines, so I'm playing around in a creative world. I'm gonna try and make a YouTube video out of it. I mean, we'll see. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot I gotta be on land to. How you doing? Now, is this using the casing in here? It is. Is it big enough area? Oh, it isn't using the blocks in here. Okay. So creative, I could have just grabbed the one item. I didn't need to grab extra. If I do it on top, they won't even do. Okay, it won't do the whole area. I guess I could change the title. No, don't do that. That's a no-no. There we go. I guess I could see what the drill does, 'cause I haven't messed with that. I'm gonna need it for diamonds. I keep wanting to take a drink out of my drink. I need to go pour it out because it's not good. Drill bit. Y'all aren't supposed to spawn. Oh wait. I'm so stupid. How do you get rid of drops? Oh, that's not right. That was not what I wanted. It lied to me. I didn't do type equals item. So it kind of didn't lie to me, but then it kind of lied to me. I'm such a professional, guys. Let's go over here. Wow. It's so weird. It was weird trying to do a YouTube video. They always do like the little screen when they talk like this because they don't have usually a profile picture or whatever, and it's like and it's like I don't know, weird. But I don't know. Thought I would make my cobblestone generator. It's probably not the best cobblestone generator, but I feel like it's pretty good. Early game, late game, whatever. But yeah, so that's the plan. Maybe show off some other machines and other stuff, and I don't know. Also, there's zoom in. Wow, up and personal. So first, like everything, you're gonna need power. I mean, this generator is only gonna need two water wheels, which is pretty cheap. Like easily obtainable early game. And something I found out is that water wheels only need the little. You don't have to actually like. It doesn't have to. The water doesn't have to fully encompass it anymore. It's just like I don't know if it was a thing or used to be a thing. I feel like it was, but There we go. See water wheel going, so then that will be like I might as well have goggles, huh? There we go. So this is gonna be generating the two of them, so that'll be well actually 2. Yeah, that'll be 1024. So once you have that, then you can go over here. And you are gonna have to double it a lot. Because you want to get to max rotation speed. Why can't I cover you up? Can you not be put in an andesite case? Does it have to be an andesite casing? That could be any casing. That's gonna ruin the aesthetic. My poor aesthetic. I tried so hard. Yeah, I guess it has to be andesite. So you're gonna want to get this to max speed. Oh, no. Well, I mean, you don't have to put it at max speed, but getting it up to max speed is gonna do the best for you. Because it just means more cobblestone you're gonna generate. You don't have to get it to max speed. But I would say if you're gonna use this to late game, it is definitely worth to get it to max speed. Now let's see, is that max? Nope. Is that max? That is max. Okay, so this is max. Let's get max. You're gonna wanna... Oh, that's where that's going. Okay. And we want... Gearbox. Because it's gonna be kind of tall. Actually, let's build the base first and then get into the... So you need a drawer. Okay, I need to enable the cheats on the... What's the button? Keybinds. I will need this though. Okay, let's start with the drawer. So you're gonna want... I'll go a little bit out. So you're gonna start with the drawer. Then you're going to want a funnel. Should have grabbed all this stuff, huh? Where is the funnel? And you're definitely gonna want... You don't have to do a brass funnel. But a brass funnel would enable you to do 64 at a time, whereas the other one is going to only allow you to do 16 at a time. Why did they stick the darn funnel? I might as well grab the rotational bearing, or another one. Yep, mechanical bearing. I'm going to need that. And then I'm also going to need lava. No. We need smart chute. And this will always be connected, so it won't ever have to stop. It's always going to be spinning. And you will not have to wait on it to do all the other stuff. Okay. It's portable interface. How did I not grab a wrench? There we go. You're gonna want them one block apart, and then add that. Then I'm just gonna use andesite casing. I'm gonna be lazy. So the machine itself, you can make it as tall or small as you want. It can be more compact. It can be taller. It doesn't matter how. It just depends on how many resources. Because usually you could make this really small. Actually, I'll show you the small version. So we could make it where it's only one. Can you make it only one? Yeah, I could make it where it's only one block. And it works via. To the bearing. Because I guess I don't have to make it big. And then I can show you the big version, and then this is the little version. And I get a drill. I got a drill. How about, did I go 3 out or did I go 4 out? I think I might 4 out. I glue all this together. There we go. Now that that's glued, I can start building it like normal. What's that? Is there something I can... I need that. Okay, drills are set, and then... It was... Okay, this is good. That's gonna be water. And this could be any block. I'm just using andesite casing because it looks a lot better. So the water comes down. And so the reason you have to do this is because the water is a big problem. Because you cannot have the water flowing into the lava, or then you're just gonna get obsidian, and that's just ruins everything. So the edges you can fill in, then this is not used. Oh wait, I can add another layer of... And you want the diagonals to be open up because that's where you're going to put the water. And you need it up one because if you don't have it up one, then the water is going to spread out and destroy the lava. And you will have to make this out of something non-flammable because the lava is going to be able to catch fire to whatever you're building. So you can build that out of anything that is not flammable. Now, I would recommend making this bigger, but this is just a proof of concept. Wait, something's not right. Yeah, that's not right. There we go. And then... Actually, it is only 6 drills, not... It's less than I thought. Okay. Now, you want to make sure all your items are glued, or that will happen. So I did not glue this to that, and now it is. Then I'm gonna make sure we add this. I do love the water in this mod pack. Like having like the little water puddles and stuff that slowly evaporate. Love the texture pack. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So water's gonna go on the top. You're gonna put, it takes 8 buckets of water. And with the design takes, the taller you make it, the more lava you need. So this design is gonna need 8 buckets of lava, when every layer you add is gonna cost 4 more buckets of lava, because you need a source block for every tier that you go on, so that it will spread out and create the cobblestone. Now, to the lava. Now, you will have to build a pillar. If you do taller than 2, you're gonna have to make a pillar, because if it's only too high, you can just do the ceiling on the top. And those will create 4 each. And then I did forget one thing. You do want to add storage to it. So on the other side, you're going to want to add, you can do chests, you can do whatever you feel like. It just depends on what you want to use. I personally like to use the item vault from Create, because it is the Create mod, and usually stuff with the Create mod works better with Create items. But it just depends on your taste and what you feel like doing. I mean, you can do chests, you can do whatever you want. I know. It's connected, right? It's hard to tell with the water. Wait, why is that going down? Oh, there we go. Now it should be connected. Yeah, okay. So now that everything's connected, now this is going at max rotation speed. And it only costs 2 water wheels, which is pretty cheap. Oops. What was that? That was a big cog. That's not gonna be good. Okay. A big cog. Right. Yeah, and then I need a casing on it. And then get another large cogwheel. No, small cogwheel. There we go. Okay. So now it is going to destroy all these blocks and generate a really nice amount. Now, the link will mess up. Sometimes you gotta reposition it, and sometimes, for some reason, sometimes the only thing that works is adding another portable storage right there. I don't know why, but if you place a portable storage, it will reconnect all this. And now you're rocking with cobblestone. So with this farm, it's doing about 4 every second. So for this cobblestone generator, this is generating 2 cobblestone per second. No, about 4. Yeah, about 4 cobblestone per second. Sometimes it will do more, and it will grab these edges. It's going so fast, like just what it did right there. It's going so fast. Sometimes it does not. It just skips the edges with the rotation. And I mean, for 2 water wheels, and like a bearing, 6 drills, and I mean, you do need a smart shoot. I mean, you don't have to have a smart shoot because this is only doing 2 items 2 items per batch. So technically, you could just use a chute, and you'd be fine. And this is always connected, so it'd always be importing. And we're almost at 1,000 already. And this is like, I feel like this is a really nice, easy early game. You just need some building blocks, you need water, you need 8 things of lava, and you're set. This thing will be running forever. And all you need is 2 water wheels, and you just speed it up, and then bada boom, bada bing. You got yourself a really nice cobblestone generator. And then all you have to do is, I will say, one thing you can do is, now I want that block. So let me get a controller. So the fun thing about storage controllers is that they can teleport items in a 12 block radius, which with machines is really OP because if I want this to be up there, what's the flight? Isn't there a belt of levitation? Apparently it doesn't work. Let's just get this bad boy. Then make a beacon. Let's just make a little beacon. There we go. Now we have flight. Okay. So, I really like this because, especially with the storage controllers, which I do need the linker. Give me the linker. And you might want to set this to cobblestone. Just in case something in the system gets messed up and like something drops in. This will only take the cobblestone and like whatever is left will stay in the system and it won't mess up anything. Now what I'm trying to show is if you get storage controller and then you can move this wherever you want as long as it's in that 12 byte. So like say I want it up here. What? Oh, it's in. It's in here, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Okay, this is the one I want. So like say you want to move it here. No, give me that back. Like say you want it here, and then you want to do like crushing wheels, and then you can lead this into crushing wheels. Once you link it with this, go over here, click on the controller, then boom. Now all it's being imported into here. And I have many machines that I make a lot more compact because you can teleport items. Mostly like the repeating ones, the ones that repeat it, it gives you back the item that you get, is one of them I do. Which there is other ways you can use with create and like structures and stuff, and like that will also pick up items. I haven't really gotten into that, but you can. And yeah, I think that's it for this this generator. Is there not? There's not. There we go. But yeah, this is currently my favorite generator that isn't using like bugs and stuff. Like this is intended design, pretty much. And if I go and look at this, the controller, it is using 1024, which is exactly what these two water wheels are creating. What the? I don't get what this belt of levitation. It's not really doing anything. Wait, if I go out of range... No, it doesn't do anything. But, yeah. This is, my cobblestone generator. And you can have it as big, like you can just go up. All you have to do is build up with it. And it uses the same FE. Like, no, not FE. It uses the same, stress units. Like, you're never gonna go more, it's never gonna go above the 1024. So no matter how tall you make it, it's still gonna use 1024. I mean, at my base, I think mine's like 6 tall, maybe 7 tall. And however tall you make it, it's gonna be that much a second. So with this, it's about 4 blocks every second. So it adds 2 per every layer is how much you get per second, pretty much. Because mine was getting like half a stack per second, so maybe mine's taller than I thought. Mine is pretty tall. And if you ever want to expand it, it's pretty easy. You just got to move the rotational force, move that up, and then just build up with it, and then you're good to go. So that is my cobblestone generator. Hope y'all like it. Okay, that'll be that video. So now all I gotta do is edit it and all that stuff. You wanna edit it, honey? Nah, I got it. I can edit it. I could do how to make an iron farm. I'm gonna definitely need another beacon, but golden. Yeah. Rachel made me a new she made me a new PNG tuber. Oh, I plan on getting back on the server. I was trying to make a YouTube video. So I'm gonna make a YouTube video on how to make the geodes. I just got finished making the YouTube video on my cobblestone generator, which is actually behind me. Which you can make it as big or small as you want, but this is my current cobblestone generation design. But yeah. I'm trying to make more content and the actual like instead of just posting my streams, I want to make like actual uh well, funny enough, I am gonna post this stream on YouTube as well, and then also post the videos. So one's gonna be containing the other, but it's gonna have the bloopers and all that stuff and whatever. But uh, yeah, yeah. But the thing is, I don't have many people on my Discord, so I feel. I mean, yes, I do need to set that up. You are correct. I need to set it up whenever I go live, so that people know. Um, but I mean, I only have like 6 people in my Discord, so I don't really think that's gonna make much of a difference. And I do try to stream every day at 12. Today I was a little late. I woke up a little late, and then like it took a little bit more time to get ready, so that's why I was like late getting on today. And then I did do a little bit. I did a little bit of work in the base. No, I didn't. I lied. I did not do much in the base at all. All I did was I just did like some maintenance and stuff. And then I showed Joey the base, and that's about it. Which I believe he's still on the server. Ooh, train, nice. I need to mess around with trains in creative so I understand how they work. I mean, I watched a few videos on it, but it didn't really like building on hand and then watching videos is different. I did say hi. I said hi. Yeah, I got a new bucket. Also, it's already up to 7K. Nyom. Okay. I need to give myself an elytra. And then what's the flying wand called? I forget what the wand's called that I have. Gale? Yeah. There we go. I still need the mechanical bearing. I need pretty much all this stuff. And the other one, the funny thing is, the other one is the exact same. All you need is 2 water wheels, and then a bunch to upgrade it, pretty much. Huh. Maybe I should put on actual armor. Where's the one armor? What is Draco armor? Interesting. Oh yeah, I need to charge your pad, my bad. Yeah, whenever I get online, yeah. I'll charge your pad. Okay. Pretty sure I'm gonna need most of this stuff. Is there anything that just removes an area? Wow. Why, hello there. It's so weird, like having your things inversed. It's very confusing. Going F5 and walking around and everything's inversed. Because you want to do the opposite. Like, that. But, yeah. Okay. So. Now, ignore what's behind me. That has nothing to do with this video. In this video, I plan on... Wait, no, that's a stupid intro. That's a stupid intro. That's stupid intro. Stupid intro. Stupid, 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 stupid. Okay. Because like whenever you're going like in this video, it's like, oh, that's stupid. You're labeling the stream whenever you don't, or you're labeling the video when you don't need to label the video because the label of the video is in the video. That'd be stupid to announce the label when they already know the label. Yes. Yes. Wow, 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 wow. Dude, this is too addicting. This is like the zoom in. I'm talking to myself. I'm being crazy. But making YouTube videos is so embarrassing. It is. Like you gotta You gotta embrace the cringe, which kind of sucks. Like, why does it gotta be cringy? I don't know. It's like, but you gotta do it if you want to get anywhere. You gotta do it for the content. But, yep. So, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So gathering materials in the mines, that boring. Why would you do that? That's really, like, really, who wants to go in a mine and mine a bunch of resources just to use all those resources? Because, it's create. You're going to use a bunch of resources because, you always need more machines and you always need better and you need everything to be, maximized as much as it can because you don't want to do, you don't want to mine whenever you can just have free iron, basically, or gold, or copper. I mean, there's also zinc, but I mean, in this pack, you don't really use zinc. So, I mean, you can make a zinc farm if you want, but I mean, I wouldn't really recommend it. So, yeah. So, the first thing you want to do is you're going to grab yourself a handy dandy explorer's compass. Because what these things do is they will show you where. Oh, shut up. They are where it'll show you exactly where you want, which is a geode. What you're gonna want a geode. Now there's four different types of geode. Just like I said, there's iron, gold, copper, and zinc. Which zinc you're probably not gonna want because I mean you can make it if you want, but I mean in this pack I don't even think there's anything you even use zinc for because you don't use it for anti-casing, which is weird. But I mean you just don't. That's how the pack is. So, what you're going to do, there's four different types of geode. There is the Azure geode. There is, actually, let me just type in geode. There's Azure, Crimsonite, Orchard, and Verdium. And also, this farm that I'm also making, it can also be used for Skystone, which is also really good for redstone duplication, which I need to make. I'm going to have to make a video for that. I guess zinc is good for brass. You gotta, but you don't really, okay. For how much you need iron, copper, and gold, it is not as much as you need for all the other stuff. Oh, shut up! You don't. This is not. It might be cringe, but it's what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So now, if I remember correctly, I don't want that. Wait. Oh, can I just? No, I need to go find one in general, anyways. So. Now, where are those? Okay, so Crimsonite is iron. Azure. I need to get out of cheat mode first. So, Azure can be grounded into. That is what zinc is. Zinc. So you don't really need Azure. So Crimsonite is iron. Orchard is gold, and then Verdium is copper. So the three main ones you want is the Verdium, the Crimsonite, and then the Orchium. Now I'm gonna go for a Crimsonite one. So then I'm gonna go here and then hit Geode. And I'm gonna want a Crimsonite, and then I'm gonna hit Select Structure by double clicking it. And then that's gonna show me the closest geode possible for me. Now I'm gonna do it the vanilla way because like the vanilla way surprisingly is faster by using a Rending Gale and then also using an Elytra. Well, you have to get an Elytra and you have to this, and you just fly around, which is really nice. Oh, looks like we're already here. You can put it in your offhand, so you know exactly where it is. So, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so I should have put myself in creative to begin with. So let's go back. Thankfully, it is not very far from spawn. So, once you do find it, you're going to want to find the exact center. And where's the 0? Where's the 0? Come on, there we go. Here's the 0. And once you find the center, you can just dig straight down. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. And then you'll just dig down. And then, oh, here we are. Is this it? No, this isn't it. This isn't it. Because it'll be coal. Oh, wait, no, this is it. No, here it is. Okay. It was a false geode. Here's the real one. And once you get here, it's going to be full of coal. It's going to be full of crimsonite. And then what you really want is this crimsonite catalyst. Now, you can't move it, sadly. I wish. Goodness gracious, I wish you could move these things. If I could have this at my base, it'd be so much easier to manage. But no, you gotta find it by hand, and there you can't move them or anything. So, and once you get here, let me get myself. I want the vein mine book. Where is it at? Is it not in the vanilla? It's probably over here. Soul Reaper. I probably enchanted book would be better. Here we go. Okay, whatever. Okay. And then anvil. Oh, it doesn't break when you're in creative. That's so nice. Of course, there's water. There's always water. And you want to clear out a nice area. You can clear out it in any fashion that you like. I'm just trying to do it fast for the video. I should have done this beforehand, I guess, but I guess you can always fast edit. Of course, there's a little loot area. Get rid of all this stuff. Of course, I'm gonna have to spam sponges everywhere because there's freaking water. I didn't know when you're in creative it just voids the blocks. I will, I'll do the schematic. I need to make the schematic for the other one as well. Thanks for reminding me, though. I might have forgot if you didn't remind me. I think this is enough space. I just need to clear out all the a little bit of the debris. That's enough space. Let's destroy a little bit more down at the bottom. What are you talking about, tube? I already have an iron farm. You can just borrow iron there from there if you want. No, I want this. Yeah. I'm confused, but okay. Why does this have to be in a freaking water cave? Like, it had to be my luck that this was a freaking water cave. Finally, is it finally all the water gone? This isn't. What the heck? Thank you. I like my box. It's my favorite box. It keeps me safe. It keeps the demons away. Okay, I think that's cleared out enough. Oh, maybe I clear out this a little bit more. I know, right? Oh, yeah. That's pretty much about it. That's all that redeem is. It do be leagy. Good old Luigi. Oh, okay. Depends on who you ask. My girlfriend thought it was hilarious. What'd you think it was? In the description it says Luigi. That's a good thing. I wouldn't want that. Okay, so here we go. No! Frick you, water! No one loves you. You're adopted. That's right, I said it. I have the balls. I'm making this for a YouTube video, is what I'm doing. I should have updated the title, but I wanted to make a few YouTube videos while I stream. Oh, shut up. Okay. But, this will be edited out anyways. Because I'm... No. There we go. Now that we were able to clear out a decent vicinity, which was, I mean, I cleaned out just a little box around it, just like you probably do. I did mine a little sloppy because I'm trying to do it fast for this YouTube video. But, I mean, all you need is pretty much the mechanism, and you're pretty much good to go. And, yeah. Alright, so now that we got it built, it's not gonna take too many items to make. Now I will say these go out, and these make an 11 by 11. These make an 11 by 11 cube. So if actually I can show you right now if I get some redstone. So if you have some redstone, and you just click on it, well, yeah, it's gonna generate an 11 by 11 block. Now it's not going to generate a whole giant 11. It's not going to generate all of a 11 by 11 cube. It's just gonna. It depends on how many times it gets activated. Is how much it's going to generate. Now let me just get rid of all this real quick. But basically, the means of this machine is you have a deployer which is gonna supply this block with redstone, and that in turn is going to spawn it, and then you're going to mine it, and then you're going to process it into iron, which you can use. So let me get my thing. I'm gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this, I'm gonna need a deployer. So the whole main of this thing is then this is going to give it red. This has to have a filter of redstone. So whenever it is spinning, it will supply this with redstone. And you can make it where this is automatically getting pumped in redstone, and you don't have to really worry about it that much, which is really nice. And if you have it chunk loaded, then that means that this will always be running, and you can have a train come grab the iron and then go back to your base and deposit that iron. Now this is going to be drill heavy. You're going to need a lot of drills, and it's going to be 5 up and 5 down. And then whenever you add the drills are going to go out by 5. So, actually, a nice little thing I can do, I can put this in my offhand, and I can actually use the wand to spawn in these drills. Now sometimes if you click it on wrong, it'll do that. But yeah, I can just, you can do this in survival as well. There we go. So then this is going to be the main drilling component of this build. Because they spawn out in 11 by 11, and this whole inner row, now I will say, if you cannot turn off your machine whenever it is generating items, or whenever this is being supplied redstone, you cannot stop your machine. Because if you stop your machine, it would make it where the blocks are going to spawn in your machine, and it's going to replace all the items, and it's going to completely destroy your machine is what it's going to do. So I will say, if this is still supplying redstone, you cannot turn it off, because that will cause the machine to be destroyed. Now you can put as many as you want. I usually put like a decent amount of storage for it, because it is going to be generating a lot. And then, where's my glue? So this is the main structure. This is the bulk of it. Now you do not want to glue the crimsonite to it, of course. Okay, and then you have it all glued together. Make sure this is attached. And this is the main structure. Then, you're going to have to power it. So then you get the mechanical bearing. And you do not want to glue the mechanical bearing to it, because then I don't even think you can connect it to it. And then surprisingly, all this needs is 2 water wheels. So I'm gonna build it backwards, because I want to go up a little bit, because I don't know how much these gears are gonna take. So I'm gonna go up a little bit. And get my gearbox. And then I believe it's 3 or 4. It'll be little. And then big. I need a casing. Where's my casing? Let's see. Building this backwards is a little weird. That. And then this. But you want to make sure all of your big wheels have casings on it, which actually that's not right. I might have, maybe building it backwards is not really doable. Maybe I have to do all these ones, because you have to have the casing here so that it doesn't mess up. Destroy that one. I believe you only have to do it 3 times to get max speed from the water wheels. No, that's not right. This has to have a casing on it. Now, if I'm correct, this should be... Oh, wait. That one, okay. Now, I believe that is correct. And you do not want it lower, because if it's lower, then it's gonna be swapped up by the mechanical drills. And then I'm just gonna go over here. Okay, that's going the wrong way. Do I have a normal? I do have stone. Okay. So I need it to go this way. Now, how fast is that? Do I have to? That's not fast enough. Why is it not showing me stats? But that's not fast enough. We need to go faster. So I might just build it back this way, because it seems like it's way better to build it. It's easier to build it this way than it is the other way. So you want to go big, casing, small, big, casing, small, big, casing, small. Oh, go back. Small. And I believe this is the fastest. I'll check and see. Like, can I? Yeah, that's the fastest it can go. So let's get a Kong. There we go. Now it's spinning at the speed I want it to. Let me just turn this off. So, you do not ever want to supply this catalyst with redstone while it's powered off, because then all of this will be replaced with the crimsonite, and that'll break your machine. You'll lose a lot of... You lose a lot of resources that you put into it, which is all the mechanical drills and all that stuff. Now, this bottom, you're going to want to get your portable storage, and you're going to want to put that right there. Now, I don't know why, but with all machines, they won't connect immediately. Like, so if I turn this on, for some reason it doesn't connect. The only way to get it to connect is by placing another portable storage, and then it'll connect. Why? I don't know. It's just, yeah. My clay, so the sand is in, it's in the redstone machine, and you have to like kind of like, it's facing the grinding mill or whatever, and you have to grab it out of the slim window. Don't break my machines. But so the clay is on the ground by the flint, by the cobblestone generator, and then in the redstone generator is where the sand is. The sand is in the middle of the redstone generator, but you can't actually see. What are you looking? So I'm confused. Are you asking where my base is? My base is right by the. It's there's a hole right beside the beacon. Not the first beacon, it's the second beacon when you go, I think, east or something. Wherever like the rest of the island is, and I have it claimed. Oh, I know, my tree farm is deadly, yeah. This is deadly. But back to the YouTube video. So, for some reason, the only reason to connect to it is, I don't know why, but you have to put another portable in between these two, and then it will connect. And as long as this thing is running and is chunk loaded, this won't connect. This won't disconnect. But if you're not chunk loading and you leave the chunk and you come back, sometimes I have noticed that this bottom half won't be connected, and I don't know why. Like, this will just become disconnected, and you can't... The only way to connect it is by placing the portable storage back into it again, is what I found the best way to fix But if it is chunk loaded, if this whole area is chunk loaded, I have never ran into a problem with these becoming disconnected. Okay, so we're going to turn that off for now. And the best way I have found to do this is with storage. I'm going to need some drawers. I'm going to need storage controller. I can oops, well, I just meant to delete them. And what else was I needing? You did get cut down by it, yeah. But where is it? So I got the storage controller, not that. I'm going to need brass funnels. So the best way I have found to do it is to get a smart chute underneath, and then you're gonna want a storage controller, and then right beside it you're gonna want a brass funnel, and then you're also gonna want a drawer for your redstone. And this is how you're gonna input redstone into the system, because you need redstone to spawn in. You need redstone to spawn in, to put into the deployer so that it spawns all the crimsonite, or whatever you're generating. It can be the skystone, it can be the other two, the one for gold, the one for copper, and all that stuff. So, and the good part is like, this is all powered by 2 giant water wheels. That's all this needs. It takes 1,024 stress units to power this machine. But to make the smelter and the other stuff, it will take, it depends how fast you want the crushing to be. You can do 4 water wheels and then have the crushing wheels running at half, not full capacity, but half of their maximum speed, because their maximum speed is 2,000. But then you'd have to make, you'd have to make 8 water wheels to get them running at max capacity for early game. Unless you're using the easiest thing you're going to be able to make is the beginner water wheels. So this is for your redstone, and then this, you're going to want to be teleporting to wherever your smeltery area is going to be. I'm just going to set it up over here. Once I get this area a little bit cleared out. This is good enough area. So what you're going to want to have is you're going to have your drawer, 1 up, and then you're going to have a conveyor. Where is I should have grabbed the belt. Yeah, I saw them there. And this doesn't have to be very long. It just needs to be as long as it is for the crushing wheels. The crushing wheels are going to need 2 anyway, so I have 1 here, I have 1 here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we just need to step it up with gears. That's not gears. Let's get these water wheels going so it's a lot easier to... So... I think 3 rotations is max. I guess it's 4. Let's see if this is max. It is not max. Now this might be max once I do the... I think this will be max whenever I do this. Yeah, this has to be max. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 sets to equal max rotation. And then you are going to... I mean, just in case I can... Yeah, okay, this is max. So 6... It's 6 gears. It's for the normal water wheel. For the big water wheels, it's 6 rotations to get up to max. Weird cave noises. Okay, so then... You can attach this any way you want. I'm just being lazy and just doing a bunch of gearboxes. Now, hopefully these are going the right way. Yes, those are going the right way. So, yep, they're running at max speed. So it only takes 8 water wheels and then a bunch of gear ratio, which to be honest, funny enough, you could just block this wall off and you'd never see all of this stuff. So then, you're going to have it grind down and you're going to have to, you will have to have another storage controller. It depends on how you want to sort it. I find doing this way easier. But it depends how you want to do it. Actually, that's too far down there, too. Then you get a smart chute. And then there you go. Then you're going to need a compacting drawer. And you can put it... You're going to have to build on top of it, so you're going to want to have a little bit of space around it. You are going to link this to your controller. Now this controller you're going to have to link to this drawer. Oh, it's too far. Crap. Okay, so whenever you're building this, you want to make sure you get it within range. I was a little stupid, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a cheese, and I'm going to build a middleman controller, because I don't feel like... I'm just going to build like a little middleman. It's going to be... this... So this is just going to be like a little middleman. This one's going to be connected to this. And then this one's going to be connected to this. So this is a way you can extend the range. Is by just using more controllers to extend the range. Because that's going to teleport here. And then that's going to teleport here. And that's just so I don't have to move the build. And I didn't want to, you know, I did not want to have to move it. It's not practical. If you just make this a little bit closer... I just don't feel like doing that. So you're going to have this go into a controller. And that controller is going to be linked to this. Because you're going to get nuggets. So whenever you do crush Crimsonite. So. I'm in cheat mode. Get out of cheat mode. So when you crush Crimsonite, you're going to get a 40% chance to get crushed raw iron, and then you're going to have another 40% chance to get iron nuggets, and then a 20% chance, I guess, to get nothing. So you want to have it connected to the controller, and the controller is going to have iron in it, so it's going to automatically take all the nuggets, because it's going to go nuggets, iron bars, iron blocks. So you don't have to sort that. It's going to sort it by itself. And then, what you're going to have is you're going to have a smelting fan. Get in cheat mode. Get a fan. You're going to have a fan that's going to smelt everything. Okay, so this is going to be... where is the smart chute? There we go. So you just need a smart chute. You're gonna need a fan. Now this fan can be powered however you want. I mean, I'm probably just gonna stick a water wheel on it. It doesn't really matter how fast it's going. It's kind of just whatever. You can put a small water wheel. I just have that on hand, so I'm just being lazy. You just want to make sure it's going the right way. Where's my water bucket? There it is. That's going the wrong way. So I wanted to go this way. So then I got the fan going. Actually, this needs to go back one. I'm just gonna move this over one. So if you do move it, you want to make sure you relink the controller, because if you don't relink it, then it's not gonna do anything. Which, I'm lazy, so I think I'm just gonna put a shaft here. I usually put trapdoors, but you can also put shafts, because it doesn't really matter what you put. And then you're gonna make sure you want to get yourself some lava. I want to delete this backpack. Maybe keep it. Delete the sponge. And stone. Okay. So, then you're gonna grab your lava, and then have it so it's smelting. Now, it's reaching enough. Like, you can have it as long as you have it going. I think that's what I mean, this is going as slow as it can go, and it doesn't really matter because it smelts all blocks the same. It just, the more blocks you have on a thing, the better. I think the more fans. So if you want to make this faster, you can put a fan on. You can put a fan facing this way. You can put a fan facing this way. You can put a fan facing this way, and it'll just make it smelt a little bit faster. But this is gonna be AFK, so you really don't have to worry about it that much. So, and then on top of this, you're gonna want to have a drawer, because this is gonna hold the. I do need to get a thing to lock it. Where's the locking tool? There it is. And you really want to have all these kind of locked. So, and this is the setup. This is pretty much it. This is all you really need. You can cover this up if you want, so you don't have to see it. You can make this see-through. You can put glass. You can put whatever you want. And then all that's left to do is actually give me that crimsonite. Did it get deleted? No, I wanted that. Okay, you go away. That means this is picking it up. Yes, I need that. And to be honest, you can also go. Well, I guess you can stay. So you want to set that to crimsonite. Set that one. What? Weird. Set this to crimsonite. If you have a middle controller, you're going to want to also set that to crimsonite. You will need to have another brass tunnel. So, and you want to pull out. It's going to pull out as much as you don't really need to mess with it, because it's going to pull out however much is in the storage. Most of the time it's going to be 64 whenever this is running. So I need to grab. Actually, I can just do a creative barrel, right? And here you're gonna want. Do I have to set it first? I do, don't I? You're gonna be redstone. So this isn't gonna accept it until this is running, which is very nice, because if it started placing it whenever it's not running, then you'd be doomed pretty much. I will need to grab the. Where is it at? The portable, so that it will connect. But what you want to do is all you have to do is come over here and turn it on. Gotta have an empty hand. And then you have to make sure it's connected. And for some reason, like, it won't, like, grab it. There we go, now it's grabbing it. So, once it starts grabbing it, then that's going to go into the grabber, and then it's going to start destroying all of this. Then this is going to be transported here, and then it gets transported here. And then this is going to go right into the grinders. Now, the reason it's not going in there is because I don't have this one set to iron. So that's going to take that. And then this is going to take... set this... I do need a piece of iron. Okay, I need iron. Where... You take this. Wait, why is that? Something's not set right. Wait, this is getting it, so that is... Why? Something's not right. It's full of redstone, so it can't connect the crimsonite. So it's because I put the creative barrel in here. So I need to... I filled it up with all redstone, is what the problem is. And that's why it's not collecting any of the crimsonite. So once it does get a little bit of space, it should start putting in the crimsonite. So ignore it coming down, because you don't want to put too much crimsonite into it, because then that's gonna... Once you fill the barrels, then it can't pick up crimsonite. So once the redstone gets flushed out of the system, then it will start teleporting. Yep, there we go. See, it's putting all the crimsonite into here. So it's gonna take that crimsonite. This is gonna teleport it over here. Now you want to have it closer so you don't have to have a middleman. I have the middleman because this is too far away. And so then this is gonna come through here, and it's gonna get sorted into here. And then what I need to do is I need to take one of these. And actually, I need an iron ingot. Can this... Is there already not... Yeah, there we go. So I got an iron ingot. No, I don't need an iron ingot in there. I need to set this to iron so that it's... Whenever it's smelting it. And then this is going to be turned into the... Oh, I gotta unlock it. Just dang it. Get rid of the redstone. There we go. Is this not connected? Okay, so then I connect it, and that will be sending the raw iron, if it doesn't have crimsonite in it, because crimsonite got pulled into it because of all this stuff falling. And then, so now all of it will go put into here, and then I can get rid of this, and you can see that it is being dropped into here, and then it's going to automatically smelt, and then go straight into here, once it gets done smelting. And you're just going to see this tick up pretty fast once it starts smelting them. Yep, there we go. Up to 13 blocks already, and it's barely been running. And then this can run, as long as it has redstone being pumped into it, and it doesn't run out of storage space, of course, so it doesn't have all this spawning around the bottom, then that is going to be infinite, as long as you're supplying it redstone. And you can set it to, like, here, I'll show you. If I were... Because the reason is I had too much. That was what the problem was. So I can set this to redstone. And you want to set this. You don't have to set this to redstone, but it usually is nice to. And then you want to make sure you... You want to set it to 1. You want to set it to exactly 1, so it's only doing 1 at a time. So this doesn't overflow with the redstone. Because the problem is whenever it's dropping all this stuff, which is doing it right now, because I think it got filled up with redstone. So now it should, and then this will run automatically. So you can set up the redstone automation however you want. Usually, you're not going to have an infinite amount of redstone. So, having it, you should not overflow. And if you are worried about overflowing, you can make it where there's like a really big, just put more storage on the back of it, and you will never have to worry about it, it overflowing with redstone. Because that's the problem this is running into, is I have too much redstone being pumped into it. And that's the reason why it's causing all this to be dropped and whatever. So, yeah. Especially if that isn't happening. Crimsonite's being grabbed out of it. There you go. Yeah. And then so automatically come through here, it'll be smelted, and go straight in here. And see, we already got 81 blocks of iron. So as long as you have redstone, you have iron. Once you get this set up. And you can have a train come in, have something piping out and then going into like funnels and being blown up all the way up to the top where it can be harvested. Now this can be used for skystone. Though the skystone, it will be slower, and you want to make sure you don't put as much redstone into it because it will not mine it as fast. This can be used for the copper, this can be used for the gold, and yeah. That's my TED Talk. That's how I make all my iron. I can show you my overworld one later, but yeah. Okay, that's 2 YouTube videos I can cut up and do whatever with. That's a tuber. What do you mean, what's a tuber? Did he get on? I'm already being pretty quick. Of course. Golden did he die and just leave? Where's his body? Tuber. Where did he die at? Did he die in my base? I don't see a corpse. How's my food bag doing? I got a lot of apples in there. So how you doing, Art? At least I made 2 YouTube videos. I made the cobblestone generator, and then I made the... I'm doing pretty good. I made 2 YouTube videos. I could make another one. I did plan on making a YouTube video discussing how I made this behemoth over here. The automatic redstone maker and all that jazz. I did this, but I did a very small scale. Mine is way bigger than I did in the video. I only made a 2x with 6 drills. in the video. I guess it's in the stream, but you know what? I could also do a tutorial on my tree farm. I guess I could do it on my tree farm. And the good thing about this doesn't use any FE or any rotation generation. So you can just have one water wheel and then just do it super high powered. And then you can just like have this at day one. You just gotta have the rods and then of course like the mechanism and the saws. And then I could also do my tree automation. I could do a little tutorial on how to like do the tree farm and then do it where how to set up the filtering, how to set up my little contraption I have here. Did you hear my shoulder pop? Was stream able to hear my shoulder just freaking crack the heck out? My poor shoulder. It didn't hurt, but man, it sounded like it did. I also set up a smelter in case we need like glass or something. I could also do a setup. I could do a setup for the tree farm and then have it connected to. I mean, to be honest, early on, you could probably easily get a boiler. You just need to get a. Once you get the rubber, the copper is not that bad early game. And then this tree farm, I mean, it's pretty cheap itself too. Oh, I need to grab the schematics from my single player. Dang it, I gotta grab the schematics. I'm gonna do that. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I gotta be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Time to get the schematics. We have a problem. I have this filled up with redstone. How much redstone is in you? Oh my god, there's so much redstone in you. Should I just destroy... If I destroy the center... Technically, if I destroy the center, then it won't spawn anymore, right? And I don't need it anymore. So should I just destroy the center? Okay, that solved that problem. Oh wait, I gotta encompass the whole build, don't I? No, I did not want to destroy that. Again. Which I feel like even if you do a schematic, it's kind of hard to do with like the thing, but why is it doing it big? I just need... Oh, that's why. Hold on, I need a... There we go. Oh wait, no, it has to be one out. I hate... You destroyed that block, didn't you, that I placed? Yeah. No, you didn't. Right there, okay. Oh wait, no, I need the... There we go. Now, that should just be it, right? Oh, this is like... Ah, oh, that's so cool! That's cool. How do I cancel? Oh, that's so cool. That is the exact same thing. Unless you're looking this way. I guess you can't do that. It has to be... Oh, it's not doing it now. Oh, it's gonna have the... that thing. It's not doing it now. Oh, because I was holding it. Okay. So it's hold alt to move and then to rotate. And then I can move where I want it. Huh. How do I rotate it? Oh, that's so cool. You spin me wide round. And then what do I do? Control. Woo! That's so cool. No. It's gone and it's back. Okay, that's cool. Now how do I cancel? So if I... Well, it's saved, so now I gotta... Okay, so I can't release that anymore, so... Now, no, I don't need that. I need empty. Schematic table. Okay, so that's where I get it from. I gotta go grab the other one now that I have that one. We go south, west. Still connected. Should I get rid of the item vaults and just put chests? Maybe I should make that into a funnel. No, not a funnel. Did I break it? Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. That's this one. Oh, this can't be built out of andesite alloy. Crap. I need to make it out of, like, stone or something, right? Or cobblestone. Probably make it out of cobblestone. Oh. I didn't think about that. Because using andesite casing. Can you change out the... You can't change it out in the schematic, right? It has to be andesite alloy. Yeah. Gosh dang it. Okay, it's working. Okay, so I got the files now. Okay. Um. hmm. I think I might just end stream. I gotta do some real life stuff and deal with a few things. So, this was a shorter stream. I mean, 3 hours, 38 minutes. It's not bad, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Uh, I might have another stream in a little bit, but for now, um, I think this is gonna be it for this stream. I might have another stream later today, but other than that, uh, stream tomorrow. So, yeah, I will see y'all. If not tonight, I will see y'all tomorrow at 12. Bye bye. Wow, wow, wow.